Today's episode is a book summary of Start With Why by Simon Sinek. What can we learn from Start With Why that we can apply in our business and our life? Start With Why inspires leaders to think, act, and communicate according to the Golden Circle. What is the Golden Circle? It's three circles like a target. So in business, the inner circle is why, a company's purpose, their cause or belief, the reason they exist. The middle circle is how a company's product or service is different or better. The outer circle is what, the product or service a company sells. This concept is explained for businesses, but it also has relevance in our personal lives. So start with why. Finding your why is a process of discovery. It comes from your past, your upbringing, and your life experiences. It's related to your values and your beliefs. Every person, business, company, or organization has a why, a purpose, a cause, the reason they exist. It's why do you do what you do? It's your vision, your dream of the future. It's also a deep internal sense or feeling that comes from our limbic brain, the feeling center or our heart-centered part of us. It's that gut feeling, or when we say it just feels right. This is the part of the brain that also has no capacity for language, just feelings, sensations. It cannot put into words what it is that you're feeling. It's just, it's right. When you know your why, you know it is the right decision. It just feels right. You can rationalize it and you can put it into words. Once you are clear on why you do what you do, then you can move to how. So how do you do it? Hows are your values, your principles, your systems and processes that bring your why to life. This can be the right people in the right places that can take your vision, your why, and bring it to life. Hows are stated in verb tense. They're action-oriented. Always do the right thing is action-oriented, verb tense, instead of integrity, a noun that is kind of ambiguous. It means different things to different people. Always do the right thing is clear and actionable. Hows also require you to be disciplined and consistent. Disciplined to stay focused on your why, to remain true to your values and beliefs, and to be able to hold people accountable to their actions. And you also need to have a consistent message. Why, how, what, all need to be consistent and authentic, which helps to build trust, loyalty, and lasting success. And the third, what you do. What is the result of your actions, of your hows? And what you do can change over time. For example, Apple. Apple business lives out the golden circle from the inside out. They started with why. Their why is they believe in changing the status quo, to think differently. And their message comes out that way. How they do it? They make products beautifully designed, simple to use, and user-friendly. What they do? They make great computers, iPods, and now phones and watches. What about businesses that live the golden circle from the outside in? What does that look like? Well, two examples in the book are Gateway and Dell. They defined themselves first by what they did. Gateway made flat screen computer monitors. Dell made computers. Both tried to expand their product line, Gateway with flat screen TVs and Dell with PDAs and MP3 players, but that just lasted only a few years. And they went back to just focusing on their core business because they were first known for what they did, not why they did it. People and companies that are built on why attract others who believe what they believe in your purpose, your cause, who are already passionate and excited about the same things you are. When companies and people start with why, it builds trust. Again, why you do what you do, your purpose, and decisions that are made to have the best interest of the group in mind and in the end in their heart. Everyone is working together for the same cause that is bigger than themselves. Companies and people that start and are built on why are there for the long term. They're there for the long days. They attract people who are passionate, who understand the higher cause. They're in it for the long haul, and they don't compare themselves to others. When there is no why, there's no loyalty. You are easily manipulated and influenced by others. Companies rely on marketing tactics just to get consumers to buy what they want faster, easier, and cheaper. When there's no why, there's distrust. You don't believe the company or the person has your best interest in mind. Decisions are harder to make. You don't really have a good sense about it, so you look to science and data to help make a decision. In this book, Simon Sinek talks about the Celery test. The Celery test is, for example, if you ask for advice from different people on what would be good for you and your organization, some of the answers could be M&Ms, celery, Oreos, rice milk. You can get all of these when you have no why. All would be good in one way or another. But if your why was to be healthy, M&Ms and Oreos would not even be considered at all. If you know and start with your why, it helps you know which is the right advice for you to follow, and which decisions would put you out of balance. With your why clearly stated, anyone can make the right decision. But your why has to be remembered and passed down to others. In business, you need to constantly remind everyone in the company, from the top all the way down, why it was started. Otherwise, people will forget, or they'll let the distractions of life cloud the vision. For example, Sam Walton, the founder of Walmart, his why was if you looked after people, people would look after him. And this was really true. He grew Walmart and Sam's Club into well-known businesses. And this was true until he passed away. His why was not passed on. It was not ingrained in the culture of the company from the top all the way down. So now Walmart has the reputation about being cheap. And this has caused some problems. How about in our personal lives? We need to remind ourselves regularly why we wanted to be in the relationship we are in, why we are doing what we're doing. We need to tell our partner why we continue to choose the relationship. Otherwise, distrust will come in. Loyalty will falter. Strong, lasting companies or relationships, the why needs to be front and center, and it needs to be talked about. Another test that Simon had in his book is the school bus test. If the founder or leader is hit by a school bus, would the organization continue to thrive at the same pace without them? If yes, then the vision has been passed down. The organization can continue with a clear cause. If not, the organization or relationship will no longer operate the same way. It'll operate based on what? So, what do you stand for? What you stand for, will it pass the test of time? Will your why, your values, your vision, and beliefs be passed on to others? Start with why. Start with the reason you do what you do. Start with your vision of the future and why it is important to you. You will attract others who feel the same. Together, you can figure out how to make a bigger impact in what you do. Start today. Start with why.